Hey guys, and welcome back to the World War II Solitaire board game channel. Today we're gonna take a look at Heroes of Normandy, the Big Red 1 edition. This is actually my first title from Heroes of Normandy. I haven't been especially interested in Heroes of Normandy before, but with this latest Kickstarter, Devil Pig Games also released the very first Heroes of Normandy solo mode expansion. So since I am mainly a solo player, for the first time I felt like investing in this system would be a good idea for me. Anyway guys, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this game. And as usual, we will first look at just the main components, a quick overview, and then we will go into greater detail looking at everything that is included in this game. And it's a big box, quite heavy. Okay, so this paper here on the back is not stuck to the box. A war game in the tradition of the classic Hollywood war movies. You can see it's a 45 minutes of play, 2-player game, 14 and up years. 2.8 kilos of fun, so yes, it is rather heavy. A little bit odd that this comes off the box, but I think I'm gonna save that, perhaps fold it up and keep it in the box. Alright, we have this image here on the box, and on the side we see this guy. So in this box we have a scenario booklet, German adaptation. We have our rule book. I mean, nothing smells as good as opening up a brand new game. It smells so good. And we have quite a lot of counters here. And they're falling out. Whoa! And we are gonna I'll remind you that we are gonna take a closer look at all of it once we've seen it all. And we have more counters, and even more counters, and even more. Wow, there is so many of these counters. There's many to go. I'm guessing perhaps this is gonna be our playing board. And here we have stickers, I'm guessing for our storage boxes. We have a deck of cards, 2 decks of cards, so I'm figuring one of that is for the Allies and one is for the Axis. We have some dice, some wooden bricks or cubes, whatever you call those, and a very nice looking insert here of some kind of operation. I'm not sure. It's a chicane, so it's not sure if it's Operation Overlord, but they're quite deep in, so I'm guessing it's perhaps Cobra Breakout or something like that. And here's a great place to hide weed, so the kids don't find it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at everything that we got in the box. So we have these different cubes, and let's take a closer look. They have numbers, and one got this medal on the back of it. And then we have our gray German cubes. I'm guessing they are the same. We see here on they have metal, and there's the Nazi eagle above the numbers. So since this is my first Heroes of Normandy title, I don't know what to do with these plain pieces. And we have our stickers here for our storage. I actually have one of those storage boxes. The stickers are designed to personalize the storage solution army crates. Okay. And we have some D6, 2 gray ones, and I'm guessing the star and the German cross there is going to be the 6. Cool. So, I mean, these could be used for other games as well, of course. I could see myself using them with narrative types of games, because I think when I think when you play those narrative type games, the theme is really important. I did get, if you watched my previous unboxing, I did get the Pegasus Bridge dice tower, and it really adds a lot to me anyway when I'm playing a narrative game. I've used it plenty in Patton's Best. And then we have our German cards. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at each individual card. See if I can get my camera to focus. They are numbered here, so this burst into action. It's the same card, but they are numbered. Great artwork on these cards. 999. Again, great artwork. It's like not over the top either. German propaganda. The fury of the Führer, right? So those are our German playing cards. And then we have our allied ones. We're gonna have the fury of the Churchill or something like that. So they look like this on the back, by the way. I guess I could have shown the backside of the German ones as well, but I mean they all look the same. And I gotta say, I think I prefer the back of the Germans. Whoops. The Allies have looks like the M4 Sherman, and the Germans have the Speerwagen, the half track. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at each individual Allied card. Again, great artwork. I really like it. This is, when it comes to the action cards, it's some of the best, if not the best, design and artworks that I've seen. Uncle Sam. Okay, we got Uncle Sam instead of the Fury of the Filler. And then we have our playing boards. So here's one just green, one with some bushes. And then we have our counters. Let's see if we can take a look at them without breaking it. So this is how it looks. Beautiful counters indeed. And then we have Field Commander Colonel George A. Taylor. And let's take a closer look at the front. And then we have a bunch of more counters. Let's get a closer look. Next one. I'm amazed that no counters have fallen out yet, because you can tell that they're not probably pretty simple to pop out. Beautiful M4 Sherman. I am kind of, I don't know how I feel about the sandbags. It feels like every time a Sherman is shown in games these days, they have those sandbags on them. I wonder how common that was. I think it was common, but I don't know if it actually occurred that often. I know there is a famous photo of General Patton, who is walking over to a crew with an M4 Sherman that have a bunch of sandbags on it, because it was officially forbidden, since it actually ruined the suspension of the tanks. At least that's what the article said, and I didn't fact check it, so could be wrong. So here we have the last counters, but one is definitely almost popped. Let's see if we can get a good overview. Panzergrenadier, 2nd Battalion. Right, and that's it for our counters. We also have this. Perhaps you want to read it. I'll try to. Okay, you should be able to pause the video now in case that you want to read this. And I'm capturing in full HD, so hopefully you will be able to see. Maybe perhaps not if you're on your phone, but if you're on a PC or TV, you should be able to read that. Alright, so then we have our rulebook. Let's take a look. Nice. I like this new art that they went with. It's a little bit strange because some part of the art, like this guy for example, is pretty outrageous. It's cartoonish. But then you look at this art, it's a completely new kind of art, and I prefer this type. I know that a lot of fans of Heroes of Normandy like this kind of type. I guess that's the original art. So I respect that. I'm not saying that this is better. It's just that I personally prefer this kind of more realistic art. I really like also the design of the rulebook. We can see here we're still on game turns. We can see the index here, units, recruitment, game turn, tokens, actions, cards, battlefield, and so on. So this is gonna be, I'm guessing, pretty easy to browse. There are a lot of rules. I don't think this is a very light game compared to some. Yes, of course, some of the hardcore X and counter games. Yes, this is might be considered light, but generally speaking, I don't think it's a light game. An adventure of a son of a bitch from the big red one. If you want to see that comic, I'm gonna see if I can get my camera to focus. I'm not sure if you can see it because of the glare from the... That's pretty funny. And then finally we have our scenario booklet. Let's see if I can refocus here. You see that's a completely different art style. So it's a little bit weird with that mix. But it felt like the counters at least had, they all had the same style of art. And that's the end of it, guys. That is Heroes of Normandy Big Red 1 edition. 2.8 kilograms of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned because I got a whole other bunch of Heroes of Normandy batch stuff to unbox. I got the Bloody Omaha, I got the some battle packs, and of course the solo expansion and so on. And eventually I'm gonna learn how to play this game with the solo mod and do a playthrough, but right now I have a lot of games ahead of this in the queue, so it's gonna be a while, but if you stick with me, I hope to show you in a not too distant future. So don't forget to subscribe, guys. It helps me out a lot. Also, really nice to see some comments sometimes. So if you have the time, I'd love to hear what you think of the video. Doesn't have to be positive. Could be constructive criticism as well. Okay, guys. I hope that you have a really great day. See you soon.